Thanks, Brad. Obviously an exciting time down in Allen Park. I think first and foremost, we can all agree, finally it's here. You know, we don't have to hear about mock drafts. We don't have to hear about speculation and all these reports that are out there. I think that's the biggest thing that you look at if you're a Lions fan or just an NFL fan in general. But this is kind of weird, Dave, because most years we seem to have it all pegged where, okay, this is the guy everyone in Detroit is identifying. And I think the Lions are in a spot at number 8 where guys could fall to them, specifically on the defensive side, and they could just end up taking the best available.
Or they could move down in this draft and get extra picks. That's a real possibility, I think. I don't want to see a tight end, personally. I don't want to see a running back. I don't want to see a quarterback with that first pick. But who knows for sure, right? Only Quinn and the Lions know. But some of that is even going to depend on what the teams ahead of them do in this draft.
It's funny that you mentioned that because if you're a Lions fan, you want to see Kyler Murray go number 1 to the Arizona Cardinals. You want to see the New York Giants potentially take a quarterback at 6. Anything other than the defensive talent that is available prior to the Lions pick at number 8, that's going to be huge because that means guys keep falling. So maybe a Devin White could be there at number 8. Maybe an Ed Oliver could be there at number 8. And the funny thing is, the story came out earlier today, Montez Sweat had a heart condition. It was identified, but now apparently it's a misdiagnosis. He was mentioned very early on as being a guy the Lions would love to have as an edge rusher, as a guy who can also stop the run. Maybe he's back in play suddenly at number 8. There's a lot of different options.
And certainly if some of those names are not familiar to you, they will become familiar during the course of the evening as ABC presents the NFL Draft for the first time on Channel 7. And likely one of those players will be a Detroit Lion that Lions fans will be cheering for next year.
It's so funny. I think everyone here in Detroit, the easy thing is trade down, get more picks. And, you know, I've said this now for a week. I said it on the Cave on Sunday night. I wouldn't be surprised if it's another off-the-wall pick. You know, last year we heard about offensive guard, but it was Will Hernandez. It wasn't Frank Ragnow that the Lions were in on and that people were talking about. So what haven't we heard about this year?
Yeah.
It's linebacker. You know, to me, we've heard about defensive line. We've heard about trading down. We've heard about, potentially going tight end T.J. Hawkinson. Under the radar, Devin White, or maybe Devin Bush of Michigan, and I know we're going to hear more from him with Justin Rose in a minute. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the play either.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating. However it turns out, you can see at the bottom of your screen our interactive crawl where you can give us your thoughts about the NFL Draft at #OnePride.